It was pretty different. I was out there much longer. There was one point I had to come out. I said I couldn't go for that long because I was exerting all my energy. But, I just went out there and competed.
It looked like in the first half they really took it hard inside against you guys. Did that surprise you some?
It did, because Coach told us, most teams are going to beat us off the 3-point line. But they're a good team. The first half they punched us all in the mouth, and we just came up the second half and competed.
Tyler said that you guys took too many threes in the first half.
Yeah, I think that's what they stressed at halftime, that we're not that type of team. I think we took 14 or something, so by halftime we had to get the ball inside, and get more offensive rebounds.
It seems so obvious that you guys have so many big guys use that. Yet you get away from it sometimes. Why does the team get away from using that?
Sometimes it's the big's fault because sometimes we post outside of the box and they're stressing. The coach staff is stressing us to get in the paint so they can throw it to us. And if we're not in the paint, they're not going to throw it to us. So we have to just get deep in position.
You're talking about
what's your thoughts on the Kansas game coming up? You already jump right into a top 5 matchup?
We have to be ready for any game, really. Looking at this game, we could have got beat, but we're just going to have to, tomorrow we're going to have a really good practice, and we're going to treat it like any other game and just go out there and compete our hardest.
You guys overlooked them a little bit, do you think? Buffalo.
No, not really. It was the first noon game. Noon games are really hard because you have to wake up early, but that shouldn't be an excuse. We still have to come out there with the same energy we would for any other game.
What time was the pregame meal then?
8 o'clock in the morning. Usually at 7. We have to go to shoot around at 7, but he let us rest in today. But that shouldn't be an excuse. We still have to go out there and play our hardest.
You were talking about how hard it was to maintain your own energy. You played, I think, 26 minutes. Almost all their guys played more than that. Can you imagine what they were dealing with fresh waves of Kentucky players coming out?
Yeah, when you have different groups coming in that's fresh, it's really hard to kind of wear the team down a little bit with your guys playing all that minutes, and we're only playing like a couple more minutes. But I know for me it was something new. I played more minutes than I would in the other game, but I'm just out there competing.
Could you see their guys getting fatigued in the second half?
A little bit, when we're just making those runs, it was kind of a process where we kind of run them down. So.
Yeah, how does that show up, and what do you see in the other guy that tells you that he's getting a little gassed?
I don't know really. I just try to outwork my opponent, So I really don't look at.
What have you seen improvement-wise from Trey? What do you see day to day that he's getting better at?
He's getting more comfortable. Coach really wants for him to shoot it more, and just shoot it and not try to force him into the paint a lot. But he's just getting more comfortable. He's competing on the defensive end too, and that's going to make him good. Right?
You guys are so big in that second unit. How important is it that he stretches the floor a little bit for you guys?
It's real important, because with me and Marcus being inside presence, we need shooters around us, and he can stretch out. So.
When you're, he had to change the platoons up a little bit because of foul trouble in the first half. When you're down 5, do you start to think maybe he's going to scrap this thing?
Yeah. To be honest, yeah. He's playing to win. He told us he's going to play to win. So whoever he thinks is going to go out there and compete, he's going to play.
Do you think of Trey as a big or think of Trey as a shooter?
I just think of Trey as a very versatile player. He can do many things, and that's what makes him unique.
Do you change the way that you play at all based on which platoon you're on?
No, I just go out there and do my job. That's what Coach Kyle stressing for each person to do their job, and just stick to it.
In the moment, there are times when you look pretty frustrated by some of the things you don't finish. Are you frustrated in the grand scheme of things? Do you feel like you're missing some shots you should be making?
Yeah, because I know I should be making those shots. And, that's really deflating when it just runs out. So, it's sometimes it is tough.
Is there anything, is there any reason that you can pinpoint what you're not doing?
I really don't know. Just dunking it, I guess.
That's what I told you in the Bahamas, remember? Everybody's talking, Dakari, about how hard you're playing and how much you're running the floor. What's that a product of?
Just just going out there and compete. I'm a strong competitor. I just love competing with my team. And just going out there. It's like a battle out there. It's like war. So when you have guys that's going to compete with you, it makes you fired up too.
How much of that did you show last year, do you think?
Not a lot. I was kind of selfish in the beginning of the year, just thinking of myself. But later in the year, that's when I think, just going out there with my brothers and competing.
What do you mean selfish? What were you thinking?
Last year,
playing time.
Yeah, playing time. I was listening to all the clutter, I guess, in the beginning of the year. So, just playing, but just as I realized, I kind of learned that you just have to go out there and compete no matter what the situation is.
Willie was talking last week about the young guys needed a game kind of close like this. Do you think that's good for the young guys?
Yeah, I think it really is good because it shows like what type of person you are. Are you going to fold in the end of the game, or are you going to step up? And really help your teammates.
So was that good for you to see how they responded?
Oh yeah, it was. We have a lot of competitors on this team and a lot of guys with heart. So it was really good to see.
When that play where Moss dunked on Willie, I think it was on Willie. How much do you guys notice that, and how do you use that?
We noticed it a lot. After the game, people was like, "Oh yeah, we ain't forget." But we just laughed. We just laughed about it. But yeah.
What did he say about it?
He was like, "You got me on that one."
You're not going to make him wear a helmet, are you?
Nah, but. Whenever he talks about me getting dunked on, I would just bring that up.
What was the atmosphere like at halftime in the locker room?
It was very intense. He just said we have to go out there and compete. And we weren't competing. We were just real sluggish. So, whatever we do, he's gonna play the guys. He's gonna go out there and compete.